I'm very disturbed by the way economics is taught. My ideal graduate program would go back to what Schumpeter said. That is, theory, which is to say economic ideas, not proofs with real analysis of existence, but economic ideas. The idea of compensating differentials, which is Adam Smith's main analytic contribution to economics. The idea of aggregates, which is Ricardo and Marx. And the idea of classes in that. The idea of what happens in a major with massive unemployment, Keynes's contribution, applying economic ideas to things like crime and religion, that's Gary Becker's. These are theoretical contributions, they're economic ideas. And I'm all in favor of it. In fact, one of the big problems is that we gave up the history of economic thought in most graduate programs. And so I've heard Chicago PhDs who had studied macroeconomics speaking of a man called John Maynard Keynes. They don't even know how to pronounce his last name. So I would have, in a graduate program, I'd have history of thought, economic history, that is history of past economies, with papers in all of these, so people learn to do research that way. I would have one course in econometrics, and then 2 other courses in other quantitative methods, like archival research, national income accounting we spoke of, experimental economics, drawing diagrams, graphs, not graphs, well, there's a wonderful book called The Visual Display of Quantitative Information, one of the great books of the second half of the 20th century. Everyone should read that, so that people, so that there'd be 3 courses in, not just 3, because so would the history course be, but there'd be 3 courses of official method on how to do quantitative stuff. And then you'd have substantive fields like labor economics and trade theory and so forth. And then you'd have a really rich economics, where people of a free market sort knew their Marx, where people of a Marxian sort understood supply and demand curves. I was very shocked at Thomas Piketty's book on capital in the 21st century. It made a stir. Page 6, the bottom of page 6 of the English translation, has a grotesque exhibition that he doesn't understand supply and demand curves. He doesn't really understand this system he's criticizing. He doesn't get that there is a supply response to scarcity. It doesn't occur to him that there is. So, it would be an education in which people listen to each other instead of just becoming little narrow specialists on Max U, or in German Max U, and statistical significance.